everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well as I always do. This is the preview of West Ham's 9th actual home game of the Premier League 21-22 season, but in the fixture list it's classed as the 10th because obviously the Norwich game was postponed due to COVID and injuries last Saturday. So instead we welcome Southampton, even though we've already played them in mid-September, which I'll come on to in a minute, before playing all other teams before the second half of the season, regardless of Norwich's game being postponed. It's a weird one, that. Really weird one. But we welcome Southampton to the London Stadium on Boxing Day for a 3 o'clock kickoff. Unfortunately, not on any TV channel. Now, I got my gripes about this. Not only was it announced earlier today that there's been a couple of Premier League games being not called off due to COVID as it stands at the moment, but with all the travel complications that a lot of us are going to be having, it would have been nice to have this on telly. Now, I know that some of you guys, well, the majority of you guys will be watching it on various streams, and that's cool, but for the people that don't have the ability to do that, this really fucking sucks. It really sucks. The referee for this game is Kevin Friend. The assistants are Simon Burke and Adrian Holmes. The fourth official is Robert Jones. On VAR is Craig Pawson, and his assistant is Darren Cann. Now, our last 6 home games against Southampton show we've won 5, drawn none, and lost 1. So we're on a really unfortunate run of not winning any games over the last 6 now, including the League Cup game last night. So hopefully things can change, but it's Southampton. David Moyes has faced Southampton at home as a manager 9 times in the Premier League, and he's won 6, drawn 2 and lost 1. So again, a good omen. However, last time we faced Southampton, as I mentioned, in mid-September, it was a 0-0 draw up at their place, or down at their place, I should say, with Vlasic making his debut well into the second half and caught a lot of people's eye in that game, myself included, and has slowly but surely improved, but hasn't scored yet, so people seem to write him off at the minute. And as it was last night with the League Cup game against Spurs, yes, all right, we lost it 2-1. If you haven't already watched my final thoughts video, because there was a timing issue with it being available, go check it out. Go check it up. There's going to be a card up here for you guys to go and watch it. Vlasic's best game last night. He's been very good over the last few games. He's not been brilliant, you know, and that price tag that he came in for in the summer has blighted people's sight of him, but he's got a lot of potential. It's what I like to call the Fornal syndrome. Everybody was writing him off in his first season, and now he's one of our best players. Just give him time, guys. Just give him time. It's not hard. Hasenhüttl has used the 4-4-2 formation for all but 1 league game so far this season, and on the road he's used them for this formation for all the away games. So I can't see him changing his way of thinking on Boxing Day. I really can't. Southampton's away form so far this season shows 1 win, 3 draws and 5 losses, scoring 8 and conceding 11, with a points per game average so far of 0.67 on the road. Good news for us. On average, they've scored 0.89 goals per game. They've conceded 2.11 goals per game, and their match average goals is 3. Which I'm guessing is probably like the scoreline, etc. But anyway, they've kept 22% clean sheets, so pretty much 2 of the 9 games away from home they've played so far this season. They failed to score 33% of that, so 1 in every 3 games. Their average possession is 48%. Their average shots per taken is 11.67 per game, with an average shots conversion rate of just 8%. Fouls committed and conceded are both an average of 10.33, so they give as well as they get from that point of view. The highest goal scorer away from home, no surprise, is James Ward-Prowse with 3 goals. Next to him with that is Che Adams, who's out long-term with a thigh injury, who scored 2 goals and 1 assist so far. And their highest assister is Adam Armstrong, who is 50% chance of returning for this fixture from a calf injury with 2 assists and 1 goal. So players to look out for, other than the players mentioned for goals and assists. Nathan Redmond is the first player that springs to mind. Diallo, Livramento is a very tricky right back to get around. Most of the side, really, as this is the Premier League, and one of the reasons why AJ isn't exactly a fan of them, as we would have seen in the away preview. I keep reminding everybody that he thinks they're cockroaches. It's funny. It really is good. PremierInjuries.com show long-term injuries to goalkeeper Alex McCarthy, hence the temporary signing of useless former Man City goalkeeper Caballero. Centre forward Adams, as already mentioned. Centre midfield player Stuart Armstrong is a 25% chance of returning from a calf strain, and keeper Fraser Forster is 75% chance of returning from a groin strain. Now, Southampton's style of play is attacking down the left, so again our right side needs to be on point. They love to take long shots, basically desperation tactics. They do like to attempt many crosses per game and tend to control the game in the opposition half, but not all that convincingly recently. They are very good at shooting from direct free kicks, which is basically James Ward-Prowse, and creating chances through individual skill, but are poor at keeping possession, finishing scoring chances created, and also protecting the lead as well. Now, at the time of this recording, we are on 2,012 subs, so thank you very much to you guys. But over the last 4 weeks, just 800 viewers are unsubscribed. So guys, by all means, it'd be very nice to try and get us to 2,100 very, very soon. So all that means is 82 subscribers, which of course is going to take a little while because my channel is quite small. But guys, if you're enjoying my channel and you haven't already done so, then by all means, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and also like this video if you are enjoying it, even, or enduring it, as I was about to say. Turning to West Ham now, it was great to see Ben Johnson back in the action last night against Spurs, as he did really well, bearing in mind he had a hamstring strain about 3 to 4 weeks ago. Unfortunately, still no return date for Zuma. Yeah, I know that X has come out saying that both of them are ahead of schedule, but I can't see Zuma being until well into January, unfortunately. Southampton is now eligible for this game after missing the cup game, obviously being suspended for those 2 yellow cards which shouldn't have stood. Looking back on it, and Moyes was saying in the pre-match conference for the cup game that he was assured by the Premier League that the second booking wasn't a booking and therefore the penalty should never have been given. But as I said at the time, you can see either way, but it is what it is. Creswell is still out due to his lower back injury, and as it was confirmed before kick-off last night, Antonio has COVID, but he is asymptomatic, aka not showing any symptoms. So he's currently a 50% chance of returning. However, Bowen is started getting in good form again. He had an amazing game last night, scored the equaliser. So this, to me, guys, is the starting 11 that I hope we will be putting out on Boxing Day. Fabianski in goal, with a back four of Soufal, Dawson, Diop and Johnson. Soucek and Rice in the defensive midfield positions, with Vlasic, Fornals and Lanzini in midfield, supporting Bowen up front. Now, that's no slight on Harrison Ashby in any shape or form. It really isn't. I really admire the kid. He's a very, very talented footballer. Really, really is. But I just think it'd be better to have Soufal back, Johnson at left back, and have keep Vlasic out in the midfield again. Maybe play him out on the right with Bowen. Have the two alternate between the two positions. Be nice to try and get Vlasic on the score sheet, and I can't think of a better side that I'd like to see him score against than Southampton. So guys, as always, thank you very, very much for your time. As I say, I really, really hope for those that you are just trying to get to the game, there are alternatives. Not convenient, of course, like jumping on the train, but there are alternatives to get there. It does mean coming into places like Epping and all that sort of side, but guys, I really wish you a fantastic Christmas and a happy New Year. On Christmas Day, the Christmas message is going up at 11 o'clock, so keep an eye out for that. As always, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this game. Do you agree with my starting 11? Let us know. Excuse me. But in the meantime, guys, as I have a fantastic Christmas. Eat too much, drink too much, veg out as much as you can, and I hope to see you really, really soon. All the best now. Take care.